Welcome to the second bee video of the Primal Handyman channel. Today is late March. Tomorrow is Good Friday. The goal for today is to open up the hives, see what the bees are doing, and if they have any indication of swarming, to go ahead and take care of that. That's the main goal. Make sure they have plenty to eat, make sure they're queen right, make sure everything's going well that I can tell in there. If they need a pollen patty, they'll get one. If they need syrup, they'll get syrup. If there's any manipulation I can do to try to make a weak hive stronger, I will do that also. Let's check it out and see what I got going. Here we go. These bees definitely need feed now. They've sucked up what they had. They're not bringing in enough to sustain themselves. The sugar water's mixed up. The bees are a-flying. It's a beautiful day. I will say that if these bees aren't fed at this point, like today or pretty quick, they're going to starve. This queen's laying like crazy in there and the bees are using up energy. It does two things. It will stimulate them to keep that queen laying at full speed. It also will sustain them so the bees don't die. This time of the year is your greatest chance of losing a hive. They made it through the winter. The colony clustered up. They used up their stores. Now they're in trouble because the queen's brooding up and they're having to feed all that brood and themselves, and they're not bringing much in. So it's up to the beekeeper at this point to either leave enough stores on them or go ahead and feed them some. I did take some honey last year. I don't think I will this year. I'm going to focus on just letting the bees take care of themselves rather than me mess with all. And simply all I do is I lay just a couple scrap pieces of wood. One thing about these jars or any feeder like this that you're going to invert upside down, you want it full so it don't just pour out until it catches a vacuum, so the bees have to actually suck it out of there. This is a very strong colony, so they're going to get a gallon. Just like that, and we're done. That one's in good shape. Now I'm going to have to go through all the other colonies and make sure none of them are making swarm cells. Let's take a look at this one now. This is a pretty good looking box of bees here. There's plenty of bee population. Looks a lot better than just 2 weeks. What a difference. See what we got going on in here. Generally, if you have any queen cells, any swarm cells starting, them starting to make new queens, they'll be somewhere here on the bottom. I always save the old burr comb and throw it in a nuke box or something so I can rub it around in there so it'll start to smell like bees. What a difference a box of bees after you give it a little sugar water. This wasn't a horrible hive. Some nice brood in there. Remember, it's okay to touch the bees. I think what I've seen out of the others, everything seems to be kind of okay. I'm gonna be lazy and just throw some feed on this one and go to the next. Just a quick tilt the box. I don't see any queen cells, any swarm cells going on with that other one. They had that dude stuck together, but good. Call that good. All right, now the next box was that weak hive that I traded with the strong hive, so we'll see how they're doing. Crazy old bees. If there's one thing I really enjoy doing, for some reason, I love working just messing with the bees. Whoa! I didn't expect that. I didn't have frames in there and the bees made their own. This just goes to show you what can happen when you take a strong hive, remove it, and put a weak hive in their location. There was hardly any bees in this box. Now look at them. Almost all of the field force came over here and helped these bees out. And made a little bit of a mess in the process. That's all right, we'll take it. This is one problem with feeding the way I do, although I don't normally have this problem. The good news is there's no brood in that. It's just wax, which I'll take it. Yeah, this was probably a mistake to do this, because that was all they used the sugar water to make that wax. It takes a lot of syrup to make a little bit of wax, but you know, it won't go to waste. Because I'll save it. And believe it or not, beeswax is whatever a pound of honey costs, a pound of beeswax is worth about the same. I think I'll do with that wax is, I'll be real careful. I'll set it in that nuke box over there. And take a frame that doesn't have anything and rubber band it inside of there and put it in a swarm trap. So when bees come in, they've already got some comb. It smells like bees. They feel like it's their home, and they'll hopefully move in when I put that swarm trap out. We'll see how that goes. Pretty soon I'll be doing a video on swarm traps. I haven't had time. I've had other projects. That's okay. I'm happy with the bees I have, so that it will come in time. I'll get a bunch of swarm traps out. The bees are definitely taking a lot more than they're bringing in to stay alive. So probably have to be back out here. Today is Thursday. Probably come back out here Sunday and just pop lids and take a quick look and pull out all the empty jars and refill those and put them back in. No reason to let the bees starve before the season starts. The queens are all laying well. It'll be time for a mite check here pretty quick. They were clean in the fall. And over the winter, the bees tend to go broodless. In other words, the laying slows down. Mites have no place to lay eggs, so their population's going to drop off. In the spring, they need to be rechecked. Probably wait till about the 15th of April and do a mite wash. Go ahead and wash every hive and make sure bees are good as far as mites go. I'll make a video on that. And if I can finish this right away project that I'm working on, it's time to try to put out some swarm trap. If you watched to the end, thank you for watching. This is the second bee video of the Primal Handyman channel. I am John. Have a great day.